A shocking spiritual discovery revealed. Only today, never again will heaven open a door this wide. Archangel Michael warns, don't ignore the number signs. This day marks a window that heaven rarely opens, a divine crack in eternity where light pours into the earth with greater power than usual. It is not a door that remains forever open, nor is it one that casually swings wide. It is a moment, fragile, urgent, and holy. Archangel Michael himself stands as the herald of this revelation, and his voice trembles through the veil of time, declaring with urgency, only today, this door stands open. Once it closes, it may never open again in your lifetime. This message does not fall into every ear. It is not broadcast to the masses who live distracted by noise and illusion. No, this word is for the chosen, for those who have felt the tremors in the spirit, for those who wake from dreams that feel like warnings, for those who cannot ignore the numbers flashing again and again. 111, 333, 777. These are not accidents. They are heaven's coded whispers, confirmations, and alarms, telling you that something is shifting. The door is open wider than ever before. But only those who are still, only those who are obedient, only those who quiet their souls long enough to discern the signs will recognize its light. Heaven does not throw pearls before swine. Heaven reveals mysteries only to those willing to carry them. And you, listener, have been set apart for such a moment as this. Understand the stakes. If you miss this moment, you miss alignment. If you dismiss the signs as coincidence, you delay what was meant to be delivered. The enemy would love for you to laugh it off, to treat this as nothing, but heaven is calling your name. This moment will not wait for you forever. The urgency is real. The choice is before you now, to see, to hear, to believe or to turn away, and lose the door that only today has opened. Type I am chosen in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1122 is now activated. Hear now, for the voice of Archangel Michael resounds through the heavens with urgency that cannot be silenced. His wings stretch across the skies, his sword gleams with the fire of God's command, and his words pierce like thunder. Only today, the door swings wide. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not in another cycle of waiting. Today, this very moment, heaven has permitted a rare opening, and the angels stand at its threshold, watching who will step forward and who will shrink back. This is not an ordinary message. This is not another word that you can set aside casually, thinking you will revisit it when life slows down. No, this is a message that demands your spirit's full attention, for the doors of heaven do not swing open wide every day. These openings are rare, precise, and intentional. Heaven knows the timing, heaven knows the need, and heaven knows you. And right now, the Spirit cries out through the messenger of war and light. Do not ignore the signs you have been shown. The numbers have been calling to you. They appear on clocks, on receipts, on signs along your path. 111, 333, 777. They return like echoes of destiny, whispers in the silence. These are not coincidences. They are heavenly codes. Each number is a trumpet call. Each repetition is a summons. Each pattern is a divine announcement. The reason they keep finding you is because heaven has marked you. Do not be deceived. This is not chance. This is not random. This is not meaningless. This is heaven aligning you with destiny. Michael warns that ignoring these number signs is like closing your eyes while a map is being placed before you. You cannot afford blindness now, for every sign is guiding you closer to the door that has opened. Every sequence of numbers is a confirmation that the hand of God is writing your story, that the heavens are speaking directly into your life. If you dismiss them, you risk missing what you were created to walk into. Do you not feel it? The atmosphere around you has shifted. The weight in your spirit has grown heavier, not because you are burdened, but because heaven is pressing you toward your alignment. This message is not for everyone, but for the chosen. If these words stir something inside you, if the mention of numbers makes your heart beat faster, if your soul recognizes the urgency, it is because heaven has marked you as one who must hear. But time is running out. Heaven's door does not wait for hesitation. You cannot linger in indecision. What is offered today will not remain tomorrow. The signs will not keep repeating forever. The number sequences will fade if you ignore them, and with their fading will go the clarity, the confirmation, and the opportunity that heaven now offers. This is why Michael's voice comes like fire, why the urgency feels unbearable. The heavens are pressing upon your timeline, because your destiny cannot be delayed any longer. If you are hearing this, it is not by accident. If you are drawn to these words, it is not by coincidence. Heaven's hand has led you here. The Spirit has chosen this moment to confront you with truth. You are marked. You are called. You are seen. You are chosen. The door is wide now, but not for long. Type "I am anointed" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1414 is now surrounding you. There is a stirring in your spirit that cannot be explained away. You have tried to silence it, to reason with it, to call it coincidence, yet it keeps rising like a hidden river, flowing beneath the surface of your life. You see the numbers repeating: 111, 222, 444, and though you try to brush them off, something inside you whispers, "Pay attention." Your dreams have grown stranger, sharper, filled with symbols you cannot shake. Shadows move in the silence, whispers reach your ears, and though others laugh at your visions, heaven knows the truth. These are signs, not fantasies. There are people around you who dismiss what you feel. They shake their heads, they mock, they say, "It's nothing." They laugh at the way you search for meaning. They doubt the heaviness you carry. They cannot understand why you wake with tears in your eyes from dreams you cannot explain. But hear me now. Their laughter is proof they do not see what you see. Their disbelief is evidence they are blind to the signals heaven has been flashing before you. Archangel Michael warns, do not let their unbelief make you blind. What they cannot see, you must see. What they cannot hear, you must hear. Why do these signs follow you? Why today, of all days, does the urgency feel so heavy? Because heaven does not waste signs. Heaven does not send whispers without purpose. The repetition of numbers is not a game. It is a coded message. Each number is a warning, a confirmation, a seal upon your path. You feel it because heaven has chosen you to feel it. You notice it because heaven has marked you as one who must notice. While others go blind, you have been given sight. While others dismiss, you have been awakened. But the mystery is not without its disruption. For when heaven calls, the enemy also stirs. The more you see, the more they mock. The deeper your dreams, the louder their laughter. And so you are torn between two voices, the still, urgent whisper of heaven and the dismissive noise of those around you. You question yourself. You wonder if perhaps you are crazy, if perhaps you are reaching too far, if perhaps this is all meaningless. But Archangel Michael declares, this is not meaningless. This is not random. This is the language of heaven itself. The unease you feel is not an accident. It is the shaking of the spirit realm. The dreams that disturb your nights are not to torment you, but to awaken you. The repeated numbers are not tricks of chance. They are seals of confirmation, carved into your reality so you cannot ignore them. And why today? Because the door of heaven is wide open now, wider than it has ever been before. This is the moment of alignment, the crossing point of destiny, and heaven refuses to let you sleep through it. There is something hidden that is about to be revealed. Something that has remained in the shadows is about to step into light. Heaven is preparing to uncover what has been concealed, and the signs that haunt you are heaven's way of preparing your spirit to receive it. This is why the tension feels unbearable. This is why the mystery feels like a storm pressing against your chest. Something is coming, and you are being called to see it before it breaks forth. You are not crazy. You are not imagining things. Heaven has chosen you to notice. Do not silence what heaven has stirred. Do not ignore what heaven has revealed. For the mystery is unfolding, and soon the revelation will arrive. Type "I am awake" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1717 is being activated around you now. And beloved, before we move deeper into this unfolding revelation, let me speak to you plainly. What you are part of here is more than a video, more than a voice. It is a move of God reaching into hearts and lives across the world. Every seed you sow into this mission becomes a spark of light in someone else's darkness. Scripture declares that those who sow in tears will reap in joy, and as you pour into this work, you are sowing into eternal harvest. I hear this in my spirit. The hand that releases into my work will never be empty. When you support through super thanks, membership, or even through the PayPal link in the description, you are stepping into a prophetic act. You are fueling the trumpet of God's word to go further, faster, deeper. This is not charity, it is alignment. This is not donation, it is obedience. Your giving unlocks a harvest for others, and heaven records it as worship. Those who partner will walk under open heavens, for the oil flows where honor is released. Today, as this message awakens you, respond with a prophetic act of support. Step into the river, release your seed, and watch as heaven responds with overflow. Do not delay. Do not withhold. Do not wait. Release into the mission and declare, I sow into this word because I believe. There is a battle raging around you that many cannot see. It does not roar in the streets, it does not march with weapons made of iron, but it shakes the unseen realms with fire and fury. The moment heaven opened this rare door, the forces of opposition stirred. For every light that shines, a shadow rises to resist. And so it is with you. The signs you see, the numbers that repeat, the dreams that trouble your sleep, they are not accidents. They are signals. They are both warning and confirmation that the enemy has noticed your rising and heaven has declared your name. Hear the words of Archangel Michael. You are not imagining the resistance. The strange interruptions, the sudden confusion, the voices that try to belittle your vision, these are not random. They are not coincidence. They are orchestrated attacks meant to pull you off balance. Every sign you receive is both a banner of protection and a beacon of battle. It means heaven is drawing near to you, but it also means the adversary seeks to interfere. Do not mistake the pressure you feel for abandonment. It is proof that you are being fought over. Conflict is the shadow of calling. Those chosen by heaven do not walk easy paths. Those marked by God do not drift unnoticed. You have been set apart, and because of that, the opposition increases. The very fact that you see the signs, the numbers flashing before you, the warning stirring your spirit, is proof that you carry weight in the kingdom. If you are of no threat, no one would try to stop you. But you are a threat, and heaven confirms this by showing you again and again the signals of war and victory. But hear this clearly. The outcome of this battle is not decided by noise, not by panic, not by your striving. It is decided by your response. Will you be still when heaven tells you to be still? Will you remain silent when silence is your shield? Will you obey the gentle nudges of the Spirit when everything around you demands you lash out, argue, defend yourself? The outcome is sealed not by your power, but by your posture. And heaven is teaching you even now. Stillness is your weapon. Obedience is your shield. Silence is your strategy. Archangel Michael stands as the captain of heaven's armies, watching over you in this war. His presence is not distant, it is near, guarding, resisting the forces that seek to strike you down. The enemy sees you, but Michael ensures you are also seen in heaven. The accusations may rise, the whispers may spread, the attacks may multiply, but none of it is hidden from God's sight. You are not abandoned. You are not exposed without protection. The sword of the Lord is drawn on your behalf, and the battle is already shifting in your favor. Understand this truth: the conflict is not meant to destroy you, but to define you. The attacks are not signals of your weakness, but confirmations of your destiny. Heaven allowed you to see the signs so that you would not mistake this battle for chaos. No, this is not chaos. This is divine order at work. This is heaven confirming that the wider the door, the stronger the resistance, and the greater the victory when you walk through it. Therefore, stand firm. Do not let fear blind you. Do not let doubt silence you. Recognize the signs for what they are: confirmations of calling, warnings of resistance, and promises of protection. Michael watches. Heaven records. And though the conflict rages, You are never alone. Type "I am guarded" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1818 now surrounds your life. Hear this, for it is not a gentle whisper but a trumpet blast from heaven. There is movement forming against you. Someone plots in silence, weaving intentions beneath the surface, smiling outwardly yet harboring schemes inwardly. Heaven has seen what you cannot see, and heaven has spoken through the signs that follow you. Do not mistake the repetition of numbers for simple reassurance alone. They are warnings that danger is near. Michael declares, "A move approaches, and its shadow is already creeping toward you." This is why the signs grow louder, why the numbers appear with increasing urgency, why your dreams feel unsettled. The closer the attack comes, the more heaven shouts into your spirit. This is not paranoia. This is preparation. And the messenger of God warns, the time frame is short. Within 72 hours, a shift will unfold, and whether you walk in victory or stumble into confusion will depend on your ability to heed the signs. Do not be fooled by faces that appear kind. Do not be deceived by voices that seem harmless. For in silence, there are those who sharpen their intentions. Heaven does not reveal every detail, for the mystery is meant to keep you awake, watchful, leaning not on your own understanding, but on the Spirit's direction. You are not given the full picture, because faith must be your compass. But you are given enough to know this. The signs intensify when danger draws close. Every number pattern flashing before you, every strange stirring in your chest, every whisper in your dreams is a coded alert. Archangel Michael declares that the time is near. You feel it even now, the heaviness in your spirit, the unease in your atmosphere, the sense that something approaches though you cannot name it. That feeling is not madness, it is spiritual perception. Heaven has given you sensitivity so you would not be caught unaware. Heaven has marked you with discernment so you would not walk blindly. But understand this warning. If you ignore the signs, if you dismiss the repeated numbers as coincidence, if you brush off the dreams as nonsense, you will miss the very lifeline heaven has given you. The opportunity to step into alignment will pass. The blessing that has been prepared may be delayed. The open door will not remain open forever. Michael cries out, "Do not waste this hour. Do not silence the voice of heaven. Do not disregard the code heaven has written across your path. Within 72 hours, a shift will be made. Something hidden will reveal itself. A mask will slip, a motive will be uncovered, a decision will be forced into the light. But whether this unveiling destroys you or delivers you depends on your response. If you heed the signs, heaven will position you for protection. If you obey the whispers, heaven will lift you into safety. If you remain blind, if you remain deaf, if you ignore the warnings, the consequences will be costly. This is not given to strike fear into your heart, but to awaken urgency in your spirit. Heaven does not warn without reason. The signs are not flashing without purpose. They are the alarm bell of eternity, and right now, they toll for you. Stand alert. Stand ready. Do not dismiss the warnings, for within 72 hours, the shift will unfold. Type "I am alert" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1919 is activated over your life. Be still. That is the first command heaven releases over you in this hour. For when the shadows move, when the whispers of betrayal stir, when the numbers burn brighter as warnings before your eyes, your natural instinct may be to fight, to argue, to expose, to defend yourself. But heaven says, stand still, for the battle does not belong to you. The battle belongs to the Lord. Archangel Michael himself has been dispatched to guard you in this time, to strike down the unseen forces that war against your destiny, and to shield you while heaven moves on your behalf. You do not win this war with noise. You do not secure victory with endless striving. Silence is your sword, stillness is your armor, obedience is your fortress. The enemy waits for you to lose your composure, to speak carelessly, to expose your hand before the appointed time. Do not give them what they desire. Heaven is calling you into a holy retreat, not into hiding, but into divine protection. The quietness of your spirit becomes the place where God himself fights for you. Hear the guidance from Michael. When the numbers flash before your eyes, do not only marvel at them, respond to them. Let them call you back to stillness. Let them remind you of your covenant. Let them anchor you in trust. Every sequence is both a warning and a reassurance that heaven's eye is on you. You are not walking through this hour of danger uncovered. You are shielded. You are guarded. You are seen. Your safest place in this season is prayer. Your greatest shield is silence. Not everyone around you is meant to hear what heaven is speaking into your spirit. Some will mock. Some will twist. Some will betray. This is why heaven instructs you to speak less, to withdraw, to enter into the secret place where only God hears your cries and only Michael sees your battles. In that hidden place, strategies are given, strength is renewed, and protection is reinforced. Do not confuse silence with weakness. Do not mistake stillness for passivity. Silence is a weapon in the spirit realm. Stillness is an act of defiance against the enemy. By refusing to be shaken, you prove that heaven's hand holds you steady. By refusing to react, you rob the enemy of the chaos he longs to stir. Your calmness is your covering. Your peace is your shield. And when you resist the urge to fight with flesh and blood, heaven fights with fire and angels on your behalf. Michael's presence is not far from you. Even now, he surrounds you, his wings stretched wide as a barrier against the unseen. His sword gleams with holy fire, striking against what dares to rise against you. You are not defenseless. You are not abandoned. Though you feel the tension, though you sense the rising tide, you are wrapped in divine protection. The signs confirm it, the dreams affirm it, and the Spirit whispers it again and again. You are covered. So let your heart rest. Let your spirit breathe. The warnings were never meant to drown you in fear, but to lead you into safety. The signs are not curses, but beacons. They do not only announce danger, they also announce protection. You are not left vulnerable. You are not wandering in the dark. You are guided, guarded, and covered by heaven's hand. Type "I am protected" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 2020 now shields you in this season. Now hear the shift in the spirit, for heaven will not leave you trembling in fear. You were never meant to remain trapped in uncertainty or bound by the schemes of those who rise against you. The warnings, the dreams, the numbers, the whispers, they were not given to break you down, but to lift you up. This is the moment where heaven declares over you, you are not who they think you are. You are not as weak as they suppose. You are not as ordinary as they judge. You are chosen, anointed, and rising through the fire. Do you see it? The very battles that tried to silence you are now the evidence of your promotion. The very attacks that rose against you are confirmation of your importance in the spirit. For no one wages war against what does not matter. The warfare you have faced, the mocking voices, the strange resistance, they are proof that heaven has set you apart for greater things. Archangel Michael himself stands as witness, declaring that the enemy fights hardest against those who are closest to breakthrough. Your trials have not broken you, they have revealed you. The tears you shed were not wasted, for they watered the ground of your rising. The confusion you endured was not empty, for it refined your spirit and sharpened your discernment. Heaven has been preparing you through every wound, shaping you through every attack, and strengthening you through every delay. And now, as the wide door swings open, you stand not as a victim, but as a warrior rising into your true identity. The imagery of heaven now speaks, wings unfolding, fire rising, strength igniting. You are like the eagle who endured the storm only to rise above it, stretching wide into the heavens where no predator can follow. You are like gold that has passed through the fire, refined, unbreakable, radiant with divine brilliance. The attacks have become your testimony. The opposition has become your validation. And the wide open door before you is heaven's confirmation that your time has come. Michael declares that your enemies underestimated you. They thought the whispers would discourage you. They thought the delays would destroy your faith. They thought the repeated signs would confuse you. But instead, the signs have awakened you, the dreams have strengthened you, and the fire has only proven that you are unshakable. You do not rise in your own strength, but in the power of the one who called you. The opposition has only revealed the magnitude of your anointing. So lift your head, chosen one. Do not shrink back any longer. Do not let fear dictate your steps. The door is wide, and it is proof that you have survived what was meant to destroy you. The very fact that you are here, hearing this word, breathing this air, standing in this moment, is evidence that heaven has preserved you for greater things. You are not forgot. You are not small. You are rising into the fullness of your destiny. This is your shift. This is your moment of empowerment. The time of trembling has ended. The time of rising has begun. Step forward with courage. Step forward with faith. The signs have led you here not to leave you in fear, but to crown you with strength. Type "I am rising" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 2121 now empowers your steps. Now the mystery begins to unfold. The weight you have felt, the dreams that shook you, the numbers that kept flashing before your eyes, They were all pointing to this moment of unveiling. Heaven speaks clearly now. This is the unlocking of your next level. The wide open door is not merely a warning. It is a blessing. It is heaven's decree that your season of delay is finished. Your chapter of wandering has ended, and your name has been written into the records of divine promotion. Listen closely, for Archangel Michael declares with fire, your name is known in heaven. Every tear has been counted. Every prayer has been recorded. Every sigh, every hidden struggle, every silent cry that no one else saw, it has been carried into the courts of heaven. And now the scrolls are being opened, and your record is being read aloud before the throne. The signs that haunted you were not to torment you, but to prove that heaven never lost sight of you. Do you not see? The repeated numbers were codes written into your days, confirming that the alignment was near. 111 declaring unity, 333 declaring divine presence, 777 declaring completion and victory. Each number was not random, each was a prophecy written into the rhythm of your life. And now, with the door open wide, those prophecies converge into reality. The heavens announce, your season of wandering is over. Your alignment has come. Your breakthrough is here. The delays you endured were not denials. They were divine pauses, timed perfectly so that heaven could open this door at the appointed hour. What was withheld before is now being released. What was locked away is now being unlocked. What seemed impossible yesterday will unfold before your eyes today, because heaven itself has issued the decree. The door swings wide, and you are called to walk through it without hesitation. This revelation is not general. It is not for every ear. It is selective, chosen, precise. If you are hearing this, if your spirit trembles as these words wash over you, then heaven has marked you. This is why the signs found you when others ignored them. This is why the dreams disturbed you when others slept peacefully. This is why the numbers followed you relentlessly, because heaven has chosen you to see what others could not. Michael speaks now with holy authority. Rise, chosen one. Step forward with confidence. For the door is not just open, it is yours to walk through. Blessings are tied to this doorway. Expansion is tied to this opening. Favor is tied to this revelation. You are not standing before an illusion. You are standing before a reality heaven has carved just for you. The fullness of your calling awaits on the other side. The time of hesitation is over. The time of wondering is done. This is your moment of prophetic revelation, that what you longed for, what you prayed for, what you were mocked for, what you waited for, is now aligned. The signs were the guideposts, the numbers were the compass, and now heaven has placed you at the threshold. Step forward, for this door was opened by God and cannot be shut by man. Type I am aligned in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 2323 is now activated over your destiny. And beloved, as heaven's word is breaking open for you right now, I must remind you, this is not just about what God is speaking to you, it is also about what God wants to release through you. Every time you support this mission, you are sowing into the river of revelation that flows to countless souls across the nations. What you give is not lost, It becomes seed that multiplies into harvests of transformation. The Spirit says, "As you pour into my work, I will pour into your house." When you activate generosity through super thanks, membership, or even the PayPal link in the description, you are stepping into alignment with open heavens. Just as number signs confirm destiny, your giving becomes a prophetic confirmation that you walk in obedience. Heaven responds not to hesitation, but to faith in action. This is not donation. This is a divine exchange. This is not support. This is sowing into eternal record. And those who sow will reap. Those who pour out will overflow. Those who honor will walk under favor. As you have heard the word of revelation, now act prophetically. Release your seed, honor the word, and watch heaven multiply it back into your life. Do it boldly. Do it now. Release and declare, "I sow into the open door, and I claim my harvest." The revelation has come, and now heaven demands a response. For every open door requires movement. Every sign requires acknowledgement. Every prophecy requires activation. You cannot stand at the threshold forever, staring at what has been unlocked for you. The time has come to act, to declare, to step boldly into the calling that has been written in heaven's scrolls for your life. Michael speaks. Heaven waits for your yes. Destiny does not activate by accident. It does not unfold while you remain passive, wishing for change without stepping into obedience. Heaven aligns, but you must agree. The numbers were given to stir you. The dreams were planted to awaken you. The door was opened to propel you. Now it is your responsibility to rise in faith and take the step that shifts your story forever. The longer you hesitate, the more you risk missing the hour of visitation. Heaven has already prepared the way. All that is left is for you to walk in it. Do not underestimate the power of your yes. When you declare aloud that you receive this word, when you pray with fire and intention, when you write your vision and lift it back to God, heaven responds. Every word you speak in faith is a key that locks your destiny into motion. Every declaration becomes a seed planted into the atmosphere, watered by obedience, and brought to harvest by the Spirit of God. Michael whispers urgently, "Do not remain silent, for silence in this hour is surrender, but declaration is destiny." Begin now to align with purpose. Write down the instructions heaven has been giving you. Record the dreams. Note the numbers. Lift them up in prayer as holy confirmations, not coincidences. Let your words echo heaven's decrees. I am chosen. I am aligned. I am rising. For heaven does not simply wait for passive hearts. It responds to burning hearts that step forward with boldness. The door is open, but it is not permanent. It swings wide now, but its invitation is temporary. This is why the Spirit presses so heavily on you in this moment. This is why the signs have grown louder, why the whispers are clearer, why the urgency feels unbearable. You are being called to move. Not tomorrow, not next year, but now. Destiny is a door you must choose to walk through. Heaven has done its part. The activation lies in your hands. Michael declares that when you step forward in faith, heaven releases acceleration. What took years will begin to shift in days. What was delayed will suddenly manifest. What was blocked will break open before you. The act of obedience creates momentum, and the Spirit breathes upon that momentum, propelling you further than your natural strength could ever take you. This is your hour to rise boldly. Do not let fear paralyze you. Do not let doubt silence you. Do not let delay rob you. Lift your voice, declare your faith, take your step, for heaven is watching, and the armies of angels are waiting to move at the sound of your obedience. You are chosen. You are marked. You are standing at the threshold of destiny. Now speak it, claim it, act on it. Heaven waits for your yes. Type ISAYYS in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing Code 2424 is now activated over your life. There are things happening right now that your natural eyes cannot see. You feel the stirring in your spirit, the unease in your atmosphere, the strange weight in your dreams, but what you do not see is the silent exchange taking place in the spirit realm. For heaven is not idle. While you sleep, heaven is speaking. While you weep, heaven is recording. While you wait, heaven is shifting. Michael declares, what was stolen is being returned. What was lost is being restored, and what was delayed is now being transferred back into your hands. Do you not sense it? The restlessness that keeps pressing on your chest, the constant repetition of number signs that refuse to let you ignore them. This is not coincidence. These are signals of movement in the invisible realm. Angels stand in negotiation on your behalf. Words are being spoken in heavenly courts. Scrolls are being opened. Decrees are being sealed. What was once withheld is now being prepared for release. The signs follow you, because heaven does not want you to miss what is unfolding above you. You see, the enemy thought he could take what belonged to you. He thought he could steal your peace, your opportunities, your relationships, your blessings. But heaven does not forget. Heaven does not overlook. Michael stands with the balance of justice, and he declares that the tables are turning. What the adversary meant to withhold will be returned sevenfold. What was delayed will arrive in multiplied measure. What was secretly taken will be publicly restored. The unease you feel is the evidence of this transfer. It is the trembling of the spirit realm as heaven reclaims what is yours. It may not be loud in the natural, but it is thunderous in the spirit. You are being drawn into alignment with the silent exchange of heaven, where battles are fought in prayer, where victories are sealed in worship, where destinies are written with invisible ink upon eternal scrolls. Do not mistake silence for inactivity. Just because you cannot see the movement does not mean heaven is still. In fact, silence is the sound of heaven working deepest. When you are still, heaven is active. When you are quiet, angels are moving. When you withdraw into prayer, agreements are being made in your favor. The exchange is silent to your ears, but not to your spirit, and this is why you cannot shake the feeling that something is shifting. Michael speaks now. Do not doubt what you cannot see. Trust the movement of heaven. Believe the unseen exchange. For while men conspire in shadows, heaven works in greater shadows to deliver light. While enemies whisper against you, angels declare for you. While the adversary plots in silence, the Spirit plans your breakthrough in silence. Take comfort in this. Nothing you have lost is truly gone. Nothing the enemy has stolen will remain in his possession. Heaven's justice ensures that what is yours will find its way back to you. It may return differently. It may return greater, but it will return. And when it does, you will see that heaven's hand never left you unprotected. This is the mystery of the silent exchange, unseen battles fought on your behalf, invisible negotiations bringing justice, and divine alignments returning what belongs to you. Trust it. Rest in it. Believe in it. For the signs are your confirmation that the exchange is already underway. Type "I receive IT" back in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 2525 is now bringing restoration to your life. Now hear the decree of heaven. Justice is being served. The scales that once seemed tilted against you are now being balanced by the hand of the Almighty. For heaven has seen the whispers, the betrayals, the schemes crafted in silence. Heaven has watched the doors that were slammed against you, the opportunities delayed, the blessings tampered with. Nothing escaped his gaze. And now, in this very hour, a reversal is being set in motion. Archangel Michael declares, what they meant for harm will return tenfold against them. What they planned for your downfall will become the very platform of your rising. The numbers flashing before you, the endless repetitions of 111, 444, 888, are not only signs of alignment, they are sealed of justice. Each sequence is a stamp from heaven declaring that the verdict has been reached. Your tears have been collected, your prayers have been recorded, and heaven has spoken. Enough. No longer will the enemy be permitted to mock your destiny. No longer will hidden hands manipulate what belongs to you. The door of heaven has opened, and through it pours both blessing for you and judgment upon those who sought your harm. This reversal is not man-made. It does not come by your arguments, your explanations, or your striving. It comes by divine command. Heaven himself has ordered that what was stolen be returned, that what was blocked be released, that what was hidden be exposed. Those who schemed in secret will be uncovered in the open. Those who whispered in shadows will be shouted down by truth. Those who tried to bury your name will watch as God himself lifts it higher than they imagine. Do you not feel it? The tension in the air is not just warfare. It is justice breaking forth. The discomfort in your spirit is not fear. It is heaven turning the tables. The very same energy that was sent to harm you is now being redirected. Like arrows reversing in midair, like fire returning to its sender, the plans made against you are collapsing under their own weight. For heaven has decreed, touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm. Michael's sword gleams with holy fire, striking down accusations, cutting off snares, breaking chains of delay. You may not see every move with your eyes, but the impact will manifest quickly. Suddenly the voices against you will fall silent. Suddenly opportunities will open where none existed. Suddenly the very ones who mocked you will witness your elevation. This is the nature of divine reversal. Swift, undeniable, unstoppable. And understand this, the justice of heaven is never delayed. What looked like waiting was only the preparation of a greater unveiling. What seemed like silence was the gathering of evidence in the heavenly courts. And now that the case is closed, the reversal has begun. Your enemies will see it. Your doubters will witness it. But most importantly, you will walk in it, carrying the testimony of a God who never allowed injustice to have the final word. So take courage. The fight was real. The wounds were deep, but the justice is sure. You are stepping into a season of restoration, restitution, and reversal. And all who opposed your rising will learn that no hand can overturn what heaven has decreed. Type divine reversal in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 2626 is now unlocking justice in your life. This is the hour heaven marked, the rare moment when the door swings wide, wider than it has ever been before, and perhaps wider than it ever will again. From the beginning of this message, the Spirit has cried out with urgency. Do not ignore the signs. The numbers, the dreams, the strange unease you could not explain. All of it was heaven's code written into your days, guiding you toward this very point. Archangel Michael declares with finality, you are chosen. You are sealed. You are seen. The open door before you is not to be mocked, not to be doubted, not to be delayed. It is yours to walk through. The destiny that seemed far has now drawn near. The breakthrough that seemed delayed has now been accelerated. The blessings that were withheld are now pouring forth. This is not chance. This is alignment. Remember, this door does not remain forever. It is open today, but today only. That is why the urgency burns so strongly in your spirit, why the numbers appeared so relentlessly, why your heart could not escape the weight of this word. Heaven rarely opens a door this wide, and once it closes, it may never be opened again in your lifetime. This is why you must rise, why you must declare, why you must believe. The blessing is released now over your life, peace that silences confusion, clarity that removes doubt, strength that overcomes fear, and favor that cannot be resisted. You are covered. You are empowered. You are sent. Step boldly, for Michael goes before you. The Spirit surrounds you, and the hand of God holds you. Hear this closing affirmation. You are chosen, you are sealed, you are protected, and you are commissioned. Walk through the open door, for heaven waits on the other side. Type I am sealed in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 2727 is now resting upon you. Beloved, as this final blessing rests upon you, I invite you to see your role not just as a receiver but as a carrier of this light. This word has touched you because heaven wanted it to. Now imagine how many more souls can be reached if this trumpet of truth continues to sound. Your support, through super thanks, through membership, through the PayPal link in the description, is not simply giving, it is sowing into eternity. The Spirit declares, the hand that scatters will increase, and the one who waters will himself be watered. When you release into this mission, you release oil into a lamp, that shines in dark places. Your act becomes prophetic, fueling the voice of heaven so it can reach the weary, the searching, the broken. Just as you were aligned through this message, so too will others be aligned because of your obedience. This is holy urgency. This is not charity, but covenant. Not donation, but declaration. Every seed unlocks a blessing. Every gift opens a flow of heaven's river into your own life. Heaven records, heaven responds, and heaven multiplies. Do it boldly. Do it prophetically. Support this mission and declare aloud, I sow into the open door and I walk in my harvest.